Hey everybody, I hope that you're all doing well. We're here with a timeless reading. The first card that we have out is Five of Swords. I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. The Wild Unknown Tarot deck. Okay. I'm looking at Five of Swords and I'm looking at the Emperor here. Ooh, there can be something that you're trying to reconcile. Something that you're working out. This has to do with something big that you're doing here. You could feel sort of split into about whatever this is. Like there may be two sides to something that you're looking into that's connected with this. Maybe you feel bothered about something. So the Emperor is in the middle of this. So this is you standing tall with something. The Emperor is you showing up for what you care about, you doing things that matter to you, especially when it comes to like how you're living your life and what you have going on in your life, what you care about, what you want to be focusing on, sort of like where you are mentally and emotionally with things, like that sort of stuff. And also the maintenance and like upkeep of those things within your life and like how you're handling yourself as well. Having Five of Swords and having us start off with the Five of Swords, you could feel like something was severed. And you could also feel like this could be potentially impacting something that you have going on and how you're getting things done, or it could be getting in the way of how you're getting things done. And then I'm also seeing Three of Swords here too. And Three of Swords is connected with something that we're sorting out currently. But it may be something complicated here. So you can almost feel like you're being squished in by this because we have like Five of Swords and we have Three of Swords and like you in the middle sort of being pressed by this. And because it's both swords, it feels like it's mental related things. So you could even feel like you're doing mental gymnastics in this situation where you are. You could feel caged in by this too. That could be the feeling. Is that Two of Pentacles? No. We have Eight of Swords. So whatever this is, it's got you feeling stuck. All right. Let's get to the bottom of this. So what is Five of Swords connected to? Five of Swords is when we feel like nobody had our back within a situation. And because of that, we can be defensive. We can be like looking around, like waiting for the next attack to come. Even if it's not on a this can be happening on a subtle level where you can be like worried sort of the way that you're being perceived, like those types of things. It can be. Sometimes it can be you looking around and feeling like nobody's looking out for you, or you don't have the type of support that you need, or that people are going to question what it is that you're doing. I see Five of Swords as being this like insecure type of energy where we feel like it's reflective of like a lack of acceptance, but also like a lack of connection with our sense of belonging. I see the Five of Swords as being. And so because of this, we can happen to take on this perspective where we feel like we need to be sort of aggressive with what it is that we're doing, where it's either like I don't believe in myself at all and what I'm trying to do, or I have to forge my own way and be really aggressive about that rather than just like minding your business and doing your own thing. It can feel like now there's this element of like other people being involved. Like, what are they doing? What are they thinking? Do they accept it? Do they not accept it? When really this comes down to a reflection of like how you're seeing yourself and feeling separated from this part of yourself that makes it easier to sort of move through the things that you need to move through without checking in on other people and what they think. And this isn't necessarily like something that you're doing deliberately too. It can be like not realizing that there's a preoccupation with like others around you and like this fixation with on outer energy, but at the same time it's something where because of this insecurity, it's something that may make you keep something to yourself that you actually want to share. So because of this sort of like severing from yourself that has happened through this type of experience, and I see Five of Swords as being like a brush burn type of experience where ultimately we don't feel safe. So you can feel like outcasted or ostracized, or like you weren't accepted, or you didn't get the validation that you were looking for, or like something didn't go your way. So you look at things like as either a threat or you having to, again, like force your way through things as you're sort of learning to wrap your head around this. The way that I'm seeing this impacting you now is having you want to like huddle up. This feels like something that's ready to be shared or ready to emerge. But because of like the preoccupation with this, it's something that you may like not be letting it out, but it's part of what you're supposed to be doing with the Emperor, because the Emperor is your path. Let's say it like this, like you could have showed up in the past as the Emperor, which is yourself, that is like doing your business, and you could have had some type of situation happen where you felt like you were made to feel like you interpreted a situation as like, I'm not safe showing up in this way. Like I wasn't accepted, or I wasn't validated, or somebody came for me because of this. It's like those types of things. And now this is affecting your ability to show up, because I'm seeing stuff that you have to share, stuff that wants to emerge. Like this stuff is done cooking. It wants to come out. So this is about you actually allowing this to come out. But because of like the pain that ensued because of this, whatever this was, I will say this too, Five of Swords is kind of like a disease that can be caught on, where you go into a situation showing up as the Emperor with your heart open, you just doing your thing and doing what matters to you and doing what you care about, like living your life. You come across somebody that feels shut down within that part of their life where they feel disconnected, and then they project that onto you, and then you sort of get pummeled with that type of energy, and then you shut down because of it. So then you're separated from that part of yourself. So it's like, because of taking this thing personally, whatever this was that happened, which it's never personal, however, like our egos are like, yes, it was personal. It's like that type of thing. And also too, like sometimes this happens at an age where we're so young that there's like not even a cognitive awareness of this. It's just like a reactive type of thing that happens. And we walk away feeling very wounded by the situation, but then we feel like we can't show up because of that, because we don't trust ourselves to show up, because we feel like the last time I did that, somebody came for me. So I felt like the best way to keep myself safe was to split off from that part of myself. But now I feel out of touch. Now I feel like I'm doing things that aren't aligned, or I feel like I'm not showing up the way that I want to be showing up. Because the Emperor is like the way that is authentic to you to be living your life, and the things that you care about, and the things that you want to be involved with, and also how you're handling yourself. It's also connected. Emperor is connected with Aries. It's connected with your Mars energy. So it's your ability to initiate, to show up, to take control, to steer the ship, to trust yourself, to be brave, to be bold, to live your life in the way that you want to, or like get involved in the things that you want to make decisions the way that you want to, and trust that you know what you're doing. Like being your own guide, being your own boss within your life, like those types of things. Having Eight of Swords come out feels like I don't trust myself to do that, because the Emperor is also seen as being, it's like your divine masculine energy, which all of us have, and it's like when you're called onto stage, what you need to do up there, and this is feeling like very nervous to go up there and do anything, and almost shut down because of being disconnected with that part of yourself. So it feels like there's there's like a recognition of a disconnect within the heart chakra, because I see Five of Swords as being very connected to the heart, where we bump into somebody and have some type of experience where they are shut down, and then they interact with us in that way, and we sort of like catch that cold from them and shut down too. And then we're going through things where we're shut down and then impacting other people, and like the butterfly effect that keeps going on. So this is about you sort of overriding that and opening yourself back up. But it feels like at this point maybe like quite a complicated process. Where you would feel the tension because of this is feeling almost like you have something that wants to burst, like stuff wants to come out, but you're like holding it back in. So it's like every time you go to express something, not every time, but it can be like with certain things within your life, things that are related to the Emperor, like this is what I want to be doing with my life, or I care about that, or this really matters to me, or I've always wanted to do that. When it comes to those things, you shut yourself back down, because it's like the last time I was doing that, somebody had something to say and I felt unsafe because of that, and so I shut down. So it cut that, I severed that part of myself. So I'm seeing this all be connected with that. This can be like criticism that you received, just one of many things that could have happened. But your takeaway from that experience is that it could have been something that was deeply like wounding and deeply troubling, especially on a mental level. And now at this point, trying to detangle this, but this can feel like I almost don't know where to go in order to do that. I am seeing Page of Wands, so it feels like there is something that you want to be doing, but you could be not allowing yourself to do whatever this is. It feels like pursuing something. Even if it's like reading a certain book, it doesn't have to be some like long drawn out thing. Some of you, it could be a whole different path that you're on. Some of you, this is just going to start with small stuff. Like I saw a video of somebody cooking this type of food, and now I want to go to the store and bring it home and see if I can cook it myself, like that type of thing. Sometimes it can be a big process, sometimes it can be something smaller. The size of this or like the intensity of this isn't what matters. It's about like not holding yourself back anymore from pursuing all of these whims that you're experiencing that feel genuinely like something that you want to be doing. So this is what creates confusion about what am I doing? Why am I here? What's supposed to be happening? Because the Emperor is like, what am I doing with my life? What is my mission? Like, what's going on here? It shows that, okay, so silver lining, you already know what this is inside of you. It's about getting back in touch with that part of yourself that is going to indicate for you what that is, what these things are. And the Emperor is not just like one thing, it's like all of the things that are resonating with the frequency of the Emperor within you. How you want to be living your life, your purpose, what you want to be doing here, what feels fulfilling to you, how you want to be seen, how you want to see yourself, and feeling like a sense of pride. Is pride the right word? It's like feeling good about what you have going on and what you're doing and being like, wow, I'm really representing myself well. Like that type of thing. Just because this is how you want to be spending your time. This is what you want to be experiencing. This is what you want to be involved in. Having this Eight of Swords is the part of yourself that's shut down because of this. Then the way that this is impacting you, having Seven of Cups here, is then like, now I'm confused about what's going on because I'm out of touch with that part of myself. So now I don't know who I'm supposed to be. So there can be even this, like, now I feel like I'm supposed to be this. Now I feel like I'm supposed to be that. And like everything is uncomfortable. Like nothing is really fitting the way that you think that it should. And it's because it's not about putting on more. It's about stripping away and taking it off. But you could have been like trying on different things and being like, is this it? Is this it? But it's just like felt like guesswork because of being out of touch. This feels like confusion about self that's connected with this. I feel too like it could have been like the last time you were confident about who you are, like in this scenario, as far as like the Emperor, or like what you're supposed to be doing or what you want to be doing or what's like aligned. The last time you were doing that, you could have had somebody that really shut you down, like some type of experience that was like, I don't think so, and like slammed the door in your face, like that type of thing, and then walking around because of that. And sort of the emotional, it feels especially like mental baggage that stayed with you because of this. That then there's this like anxiety about showing up the way that is like most authentic and natural and most aligned for you to be showing up, like most yourself, most organic. But I'm seeing that that's where the value is. 9 of Pentacles. That's the key. This is going to open the door to you living your life the way that you want to, and actually enjoying your life and enjoying the things that you're doing too. This reminds me of like the classic story of like a kid wanting to do something really badly, and then their guardians or their parents were like, nope, this is what you're going to be doing, and they're like forced into something else. And then at some point in their life they're like, why do I feel so unfulfilled, or I'm not really cherishing things, or like I'm not having a good time at all, or I may have this stuff, but like what does it mean to me? Not really anything, because it lacks value, because I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm in, like, on my path. I feel like I'm living for this person or that person or what they want, or the path of least resistance where I won't get criticized for doing it, like these types of things. And then you get to that spot and you're like, what am I even doing here? So there may be, the way that I'm seeing this is 8 of Swords is this thing where your guides are like, let it out, like let it bloom. It's ready to be released. It's ready to come out of here. This has developed enough. Release it. The Emperor is about what you want to be doing here, how you want to be showing up. And this goes like all across different areas of your life too, because Emperor is like all of the kings. So you think about like your water energy and your fire energy and your earth energy and your air energy. It's like all of those areas of your life, like what you want to get up to mentally, like the conversations you want to be having, like how you're handling things emotionally and what you emotionally want to be pursuing and involved in. With the fire energy, it's like the passion that you have for the things that you have passion for, or intrigue or interest, or drive or motivation or joy or happiness, like those types of things that are connected with fire, or like your creativity and what you want to build. And then Pentacles are like what you're physically doing, like what you physically have going on, like here in the material earth plane. And then 9 of Pentacles is like when you step into that energy that you're going to be like really cherishing what you have going on. And also too, you're gonna know you'll have everything that you need. You're not gonna be looking around being like, I need something and I don't have it. It's all gonna be there. If you move this way, it's all gonna be there. But there can be this feeling of, because of this experience that happened, feeling like it's not all gonna be there. And that's also something that's being healed too. I'm seeing your Mercury be connected with this. You may find that the house of Aries in your chart can be indicative of this. Your Mars energy, any Aries placements that you have, and anything going on with Mercury is what this is looking like to me. I will say as well, like connected with the eclipses, being connected with Aries energy, the Libra Aries ecliptic, the line. This is about coming into your own and stepping up in a way that you know you were like born to be behaving in this way and doing these things, like what you came here for, what you came here to experience, what you came here to learn, those types of things. Because you may be feeling like shut down and even a lack of interest and connectivity to things, and feeling like you don't even care about what's growing in the garden because of planting things for other people and not yourself. Or like you're concerned with those things. I will say this too. Some of you, the indicator that this reading is sort of this cycle, this archetype of energy is taking place within your life, is that when you see other people that have what they want and are enjoying things and look like there's like abundance around them and that they're not wanting for anything, you may feel very triggered. Very, very triggered by that because of being disconnected from that part of yourself. So you can look at people that you see as like having some type of success within their life, because that's what Nine of Pentacles is connected with, and feel a type of way. Hold on one second. I need to look something up. I just saw the light flash. It's talking about positive changes being on the horizon. But yeah, I guess we don't have to go super into detail about that. Another way that you will see this and like recognize what's going on, there can be like confusion. Like if I could do this, and this, like I don't feel called in one direction or the other. I'm just seeing a bunch of confusion in front of my face here. So I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here, like that type of thing. That will also be like indicative of you being part within this process. And the last thing that I'm seeing be connected with this is Eight of Swords and Three of Swords, which means I'm scared that if I do allow myself to show up in a way that I want to, I'm going to get hurt again the way that I did before. But it's like actually keeping you from this like independence and excitement and joy and abundance and feeling like everything that you need is like there, those types of things, and that it's like always going to be provided, all of that. And that you have the freedom also to be doing what you want as well. So that's how you'll know that this cycle is sort of fitting your situation. What I'm seeing on the bottom of the deck is the Magician, and this is connected with the vision that you have for yourself. It's also about getting your mind right as well. And it's about sort of like visualizing what you want to experience and then taking grounded action to realize those things, to materialize those things, to like do your part in that of like, this is something that I want to experience, taking the steps that you need to take, and then letting the universe do their part as you are co-creating. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.